Welcome to the channel, guys. So this weekend we are officially starting the build of the van. Well, not build it, but we have some rust issues and we have to remove that rust. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's see what we work with. As you can see, we have some rust on the floor itself, but not a lot actually. There was some wood inside the van and we removed it, and where the nails were penetrating the floor, that's where we have to remove the rust. Other than that, all the ceiling looks okay, everything looks okay, but inside these pockets there is some rust. That's because the water was leaking into from the outside, but we are also going to work on that today. We have to remove these panels and then clean them and put some extra sealant.
So we also bought some things for the rust removal. To start with our sanding tools, we got two brushes, one big one and one smaller one, like a toothbrush, really for the sides, and it's a metal brush, so it should work perfectly fine. But maybe to speed up the process, we got this kit with all these different size brushes. You can attach them to the drill, so we'll see if that works. The only thing is I'm not sure it's gonna fit on the sides of the door, on the sides of the van, where it's a bit hard to reach, but we can try because that's where the most rust is. So we'll see if it works. There's a little hole here and I can see through the outside. The same goes for this one. That's a bit shitty, but it's not that big, so we can fix it. So we just removed the piece over here, and as you can see it's really dirty and probably also rusty, so it's good that we decided to remove it because we definitely need to treat this. Maybe see if we can also seal up some of the points so it doesn't get as dirty anymore and probably as rusty as before. So yeah, I'll start cleaning it now and then we can see what we work with.
Yeah,
Since
but this
it's
is
also
how the
just
van.
really dirty.
Yeah, this is how the van looked like when we got it. It's so much dirt, so it's nothing unexpected. So we are not just removing rust, but preventing rust from getting to the van. And for that, we are removing all these plastic pieces. Take these hinges out or whatever it's called. And then we are going to apply some sealant to prevent water from going inside. One piece is off. We're gonna work our way and remove all of them, all the trims here and also on the other side, and then clean these spots as well. Little dingetjes.
So for today we're done. We're just cleaning up. We cleaned the van as much as we could so that tomorrow we can start with the first layer of the Brunox. We decided to just put the Brunox on the floor and not in the sides because it's not needed that much, and also to save some time because it's just really annoying spots.
Yeah, also the trim outside is just off. It's not drying too much with air, so we will seal it tomorrow as well. And yeah.
Yeah, and furthermore, we tried to get as much rust off as we could. Took much more time than we thought because it's not a lot, but it's a lot of small spots, which still take a lot of time. And also the cleaning in between, you still find new holes, so that takes quite some time. But yeah.
It will end, we have to say.
Yeah, so we hope that tomorrow morning we can put the first layer of Brunox on, and then it has a 6-hour drying time. So maybe then we can still put the second one on that day. But how do you call it, like the real paint, so the same layer as this, the black one, we probably have to put it on Monday because with the drying time we just won't make it. And the black one we will use on most pieces. Yeah. So also there's quite some scuff marks also on the side. We just do it just to give this extra protection layer. In the end we won't see any of the black, so it won't matter for the looks, but just as protection.
Alright guys, so the plan for today is to start applying the rust treatment, which is a Brunox epoxy, and then let's give it some drying time and see.
So we added the Brunox on the floor, and as you can see it's already turning purple a bit. So that means it's working. Our only issue is that they say it's gonna turn black when it's done in 6 hours. Then we still have to apply the second coat, so since our van is black, we hope we can still see it. I hope it makes it easier.
The next thing we are going to do is to put back the side panels to the van we took off yesterday. But before we put them back, we will apply a small layer of sealant to prevent the water getting inside the van.
So today is a new day. It's gonna be the third weekend that we're working on the van. I'm filming inside the van right now, inside our front cabin, since there's a lot of work going on outside, so I don't think you guys will be able to hear me there. But yeah, today I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna start to paint the floor, also touch up some of the spots on the edge in the back, since it got really roughened up by our previous owner. What else? Yeah, I'm just gonna start with sanding it a little bit just to make the ground adhere better with the paint. I won't be sanding the epoxy, the Brunox, off, because it said that that's gonna stop the works of the epoxy, so those are spots I will leave behind. But yeah, we're gonna paint more than just the rusting spots. We just wanted the floor to look nice, be also have this little extra protection layer, you can say. So yeah. So for the stuff I'm gonna use, I'm gonna start with a little sanding block. Like I said before, I'm just gonna rough up the pieces where we didn't use the epoxy on, just so the paint adheres better. I also have a bucket with some water and soap here just to clean it after. In general, I think the floor still needs some cleaning. Eric did clean it all yesterday, but somehow dust and dirt still always gets on the floor, so I just want to make sure that it's all clean before I start. And of course I will dry it after so I can put the paint on right away. For the paint, I'm using the brand Hammerite. It's a metal paint. It says you don't need a primer or anything else for it, so it's like an all-in-one, which is the best, since it's not for the looks, it's more for us that it looks a bit more protected and stuff. So yeah, and some other general painting supplies. The next day the paint dried. It did start to rain and I kind of walked over the floor already, so it's a bit dirty, but as you can see there's barely any color differences, actually none I can see. You do see some little stripes because in the beginning, the first layer, I used the wrong brush. It was just too thick, but overall it looks really great. I think it makes the van also look nicer, but the best thing is of course that it's protecting it better. As you can see, we also got some supplies in. We're using our van as a storage now as well, but you'll see more about this in the next videos. This was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you stay tuned for the next videos. And yeah, that's it. See you guys.